Previously on Hebrew and Haces.
I was hurt by a leader in church. It just felt like there was no trial. The defense was not called and I was just proclaimed guilty. But the way it was done made me feel so condemned. And I started to buy into the lie that perhaps I was a horrible person. But you know what though?
What? You left church?
Yeah, you would think that's the natural response, right? Being hurt in a place you trust and least expect. But I can only say that God gave me this supernatural determination not to leave church scarred.
Whoa, that's deep.
Yeah, and He brought someone, this under the radar leader, who walked the journey with me. She listened to my side of the story. She was so patient, reminded me of God's truth, prayed with me, and most importantly, she kept telling me that she believed in me. That really helped me to remember what God thinks of me.
You know what? I thank God for her.
Yeah, I mean, even as I'm talking about it now, I realize that it's sort of a reflection of what life can be like sometimes. When you feel alone, the world seems to be against you, but when you realize God is on your side, believing in you, fighting with you and for you, and bringing people who would do the same for you, you can make it through by His grace.
That's so true. Wow, what a journey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a whole year to heal from all the hurt, all the offense, guilt, shame.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. It was torture, but I think sometimes you have to let God take you through the process, denying the flesh and making the choice over and over again to let God heal and do His thing, so I can walk out in freedom instead of staying captive in the prison of hurt.
Wow, that's so good. What happened with that leader who hurt you?
Well, God brought me to a place where I could finally set up a meeting and talk it over with Him without crumbling into pieces. And we reconciled. It was like this beautiful full stop necessary to end that chapter. And the enemy no longer has a hold on us being church.
This is such good stuff, and whew, heavy. You know what? We should dance it out.
Oh, yes, please. Shake it up. 3 seconds. Dance party.
A few moments later.
You know, Jesus said in Luke 17, it is impossible that no offenses should come. We lived in a very flawed world and no one is perfect, and we are bound to be hurt. So the question really isn't if
Or when.
but what our response will be when we are hurt or offended. Stay captive in the prison of hurt, or let God heal and walk out in the freedom that He provides.
And if you've been hurt by the church, we would love to hear your story.
Yeah, we want you to know that you can be hurt. I know it isn't easy. It was certainly not easy sharing my story, but I really do hope it helped those who might have needed to hear it.
And you know what? If you want to share it anonymously, you can do it through the link at the description.
Alternatively, our pastors would be more than happy to hear you out. Just click on the link in the description.
And if this you found what we shared helpful, share it.
Yes, sharing keeps us growing because we're always better together.
You know what?
Actually,
You know what our producer said?
she said that we say a lot of
You know what?
and actually. So you know what an actually, you know what an actually. This will be your ringtone. You know what an actually.
If this becomes a meme, I was here.